Did you know that in 2024 alone, cybercrime cost victims more than $16 billion? dollars? Yes, billion with a B. That's according to the FBI's Internet Crime Report. It is not just happening to other people anymore. It's happening to individuals like you and me and to businesses of all sizes every single day. Hello, I'm Rosia del Rosal. I'm a certified public accountant and a certified treasury professional. And today, I want to walk you through what cybercrime really looks like today, and most importantly, how you can protect yourself and avoid becoming another victim of this growing digital threat. We'll talk about the most common types of cyber attacks, and I'll share simple but powerful steps you can take to stay safe. First, let me paint a picture of the landscape of cybercrime. Cybercrime is no longer the phone call you get from some sketchy basement operation or imposters trying to trick you out of your credit card information. It's become a highly organized business model, often based in countries like China, Russia, and Iran, where cybercriminals operate out of real office buildings with sales targets, business plans, and performance reviews, just like any legitimate company. These are full on operations, and with tools like AI, they're getting faster, smarter, and more convincing. We're no longer talking small wins, but high stakes for individuals and organizations. Let's break down three major types of cyber fraud you need to watch for: business email compromise, ransomware, and credit card fraud. First up is business email compromise, or BEC. This one is super sneaky. Criminals impersonate legitimate businesses by using email addresses that look almost identical to the real thing. Maybe they add an extra letter, like turning att.com into att.com, or they use what's called a cover email, where it looks like the sender is legitimate, but when you hover over it or hit reply, you see a random Yahoo or Gmail address. Sometimes they even hack real accounts, so the email really is from your vendor, but the fraudster is in control. So what's the goal? To get you to urgently send money, verify your information, or click a link before you have time to think. That sense of panic, it's part of the scam. Next up, let's talk about ransomware. Ransomware is a type of account takeover fraud in which a bad actor aims to install malicious software designed to block access to your computer system until a sum of money is paid. This type of crime is used in what is called a denial of service attack. A link or download installs the malware on your computer, locking up your system. A demand for payment or ransom is then made in order to unlock it. Ransomware is especially dangerous for businesses because attackers want to access things like customer data, bank account information, and intellectual property, stuff they can sell on the dark web. This information is sought after using different tactics. Phishing is when mass emails are sent to targets appearing to be from a trusted source. These emails contain links or attachments that are in fact downloads of malware. Vishing is voice phishing, phone calls made asking for necessary information to access accounts. Smishing is done via text messages. Those told texts you've been seeing a lot of lately are a prime example of smishing. And of course, there's good old-fashioned credit card fraud, still going strong. With the revolution of e-commerce, credit card information is much easier to intercept, but there are still the classic ways credit card information is obtained. Skimming happens when perpetrators skim another person's credit card. A skimmer is a device that is placed in the credit card readers at gas pumps and retail credit card terminals. It reads the information from the magnetic strip as the card is swiped. Cloning takes the information from a stolen credit card and it is added to a blank card for reuse. Card not present fraud is when the credit card information is intercepted and used for online or phone purchases. So how do we stay vigilant to these attempts to defraud us? And how do we avoid falling prey to these cyber criminals? The first step is to recognize the signs. Look for urgency. If they say, do this now, or your account will be shut down, slow down. Hover over the sender's email address. Make sure it's legitimate. Never click on sketchy links or download attachments. Don't use the phone number or link they give you. Use one you know and trust. And hey, if you get a weird payment request from a family member, call them directly. Just make sure it's really them. Similar precautions can be taken to ransomware attacks. Don't click on emails or texts unless you're 100% they're safe. Turn on multi-factor authentication everywhere you can. It has a layer of protection that's hard to beat. Keep your antivirus software up to date and install those security updates. They matter. Let's talk about preventing credit card fraud. When paying at the pump, check for signs of tampering. Use a chip or tap feature instead of swiping. Avoid saving your card information on shopping sites when you shop online. Don't give your credit card details over the phone or text unless you initiated the contact. A word about credit versus debit. Credit cards are extensions of credit from the issuing bank. Debit cards are extensions of funds directly from your bank account. When it comes to making online purchases or purchases in general, it is more secure to make purchases with a credit card than a debit card. Here's why. If you see a non-authorized transaction on a credit card, the purchase can be disputed, and the credit card company bears the risk. Most credit card companies will immediately reverse the charge, shut down the card, and reissue you a new one. On the other hand, transactions made with your credit card are directly linked to your bank account, and therefore your funds. While the transactions can be disputed for reversal, once the funds are gone out of your bank account, they can take longer to recover and leave your bank account exposed to further losses. It all boils down to one thing. Practice good cyber hygiene. Do not write down or share passwords to your online accounts. Use complex passwords when setting up accounts. Enable multi-factor authentication anytime it is available. And maintain good virus protection in your devices and ensure you're keeping your system updated with all the security updates. I wish I could tell you I've only read about these things, but in my line of work, I've seen them happen in real life. Sometimes the losses were avoided just in time, but other times not. The FBI has a saying, we have to get it right every single time. The criminals only have to get it right once. I could go on and on about this topic, but for now, I hope you have found this information useful in protecting yourself from cyber fraud. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments if there's a specific type of fraud you want me to dig deeper into. Until next time, stay safe, stay smart, and keep your digital doors locked.